Good morning, Chester. This is Billy Rose with Billy Rose WX, and this is your severe weather outlook for Wednesday. I wanted to show you guys this so you guys can be prepared. Anywhere with a light green area from Montana to the New Englands, all the way down to Florida, anything in this light color area, you guys are just in general thunder. New Orleans, from Houston to New Orleans, you guys are in the marginal risk. And then if we get down here, this dark green area, uh, to include basically Woodard, Oklahoma, all the way up to Pittsburgh, Minneapolis, anything in this green to include Cape Girardeau. You guys are in a marginal risk. Springfield, Missouri, Kansas City, Columbus, Ohio, Cleveland, all you guys in this yellow area, you guys will be in a slight risk. And then your enhanced risk will be from to include Columbia, St. Louis, Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, parts of Chicago, Davenport, Iowa, South Bend. You guys are enhanced risk. Right here, guys, is your moderate risk. This would be basically a 4 out of 5 from Springfield, Missouri, Peoria, to include Kankakee, Streeter, Pontiac. Remember, Streeter had an EF3 this last week. Tornado went through it. So these guys are going through this again. The same area, Logansport, Indiana, Lafayette, all you guys are in this moderate risk area, to also include Lincoln, Illinois. So you guys be on the watch tomorrow. So as far as your tornado risk, guys, anywhere from Wichita to Columbus to Minneapolis, anything in this green, you guys will be in the 2%. The 5% will include Columbia, Missouri, St. Louis, Indianapolis, Chicago area, Rockford. You guys will be in that 5%, and you'll also be in the SIG 1 hash mark area. Let me get this out right here. Right here, this hash mark area, you guys will have a possibility of an EF2 or greater tornado if one develops. Anywhere in this yellow area, you're also in that SIG 1, but you're 10% tornado risk. And then we're going to get to this one right here. You're 15% tornado risk. Anything with the straight line marks in this area right here, you're at a SIG 2 tornado risk, to include Springfield, Lafayette, Kankakee, Peoria, Champaign. All you guys can have an EF2 or a max intensity of an EF3 or greater tornado risk tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at different parameters just to give you a look at why these areas are targeted. But for right now, let me go ahead and erase that and bring this back up, and let's take a look at the wind risk. But Chester, you are under 2% tornado risk, and we're at the bottom of this. And guys, as you can tell, by tonight, this can shift and change. So keep weather aware and watch your weather stations and apps. As far as your wind risk, we are looking at a 5% from northern Oklahoma all the way up to Pittsburgh to Minneapolis. In this yellow area, you're at 15% risk, to include Springfield, Columbus, Ohio, Chicago, Cleveland. So all you guys will be in that 15%. Right here, this red area, you guys are on a 30% wind risk. And anything in this hash mark area right here, you can have up to, that's a SIG 1, you can have up to 75 mile an hour winds. So let's look at that. Let's take a look at your hail. And again, from Oklahoma all the way up to Cleveland, Minneapolis, anything in this brown area, as far as your hail risk, you're at 5%. Anything in this yellow, you're at 15%. And then anything in this red, you're at 30% hail risk, to include Quincy, Davenport, Iowa, Peoria, Illinois, Macomb, all the way up to Dixon. Now we're going to back this out. You're at a SIG 1. Anywhere in this area right here with the hash mark, as far as your hail risk, so you have up to 2-inch hail. Chester, you are currently just under a 5% hail risk. So we'll go ahead and erase that. And that is your convective outlook. So let's go ahead and take a look at the updraft helicity and a few other parameters. We'll get right to it. All right, guys, this is your updraft helicity, and this is a take a look. This is from 7 a.m. and as we go throughout the day to around 5 p.m. You can see the updraft helicity in the target area for the tornado parameter. But if we go ahead and take a look at the cells that are coming through, you can see a few spots right there with this dark area right here and up around Peoria, Rushville. That is what we're talking about as far as your rotation. And this is the 5 p.m. Look as far as the storms that are coming through. If these storms can stay separated and not in a line, and they are somewhat discrete, like you see right there, they're breaking off. You're looking at some pretty intense tornadoes and hail. If these lines converge into one storm, and you're looking at a big wind threat. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Cape values real quick. And as you can see, and this is 6 p.m., you're looking at Cape values well over close to 3,000 in a few spots, Davenport area, northern Illinois, around Galesburg, up to 4,000. This is your energy, your unstable Cape. All this area right here, this orange, you're very prime for energy and storms to develop. Now let's take a look at the SIN, and you want the SINs to be low. So you see these pockets right here that are not blue in this gray area. You're looking at 24 joules kilogram. All this area, and we'll shift it back. This is 5 p.m., but right around here, you want these to be between 0 and 50, and they are well in that area. So guys, this is prime for tornadic weather. So we are going to take a look at the winds, and this is going to be interesting because I'm going to show you different levels of the atmosphere and what would bring a lot of this rotation in these storms. And we'll take a look at that real quick. Okay, this is the winds in the upper atmosphere, and this is at the 850 millibar wind height. And I'm going to get my draw tool out and it kind of show you this, because this is definitely weird. So if we're taking a look at this, and these little flags that are going north, or basically northeast, and these are basically 50, 55, 60 knot winds at the 850 millibar, and this is the direction that they're going. And I'll have to draw this in a couple other spots. And if we get to the 500 millibar, guys, now look, the winds are going this way. And then if we get to the lower levels at the 200 millibar, they're going this way. So that is going to cause a lot of these storms to rotate. So just to give you a look at the different winds and the directions that they're going. And these lower winds, you're looking at, oh my gosh, you're looking at 100 knots, guys. And this is at 4 p.m. So these winds are going to be rotating with these storms. And we'll take a look at the vorticity at the 500 millibar. And let me go ahead and erase this real quick and get to that. Yeah, the vorticity 500 millibar, guys. And I wanted to show you this. This is 4 p.m., but you can see this. These is the rotation of the storm. These are going counterclockwise all the way up and down. And as you can see, if we get to the composite reflectivity, this is the same area where these storms are at. And let me get to it real quick. And that's where the updraft helicity is at. So, guys, make sure that you have your weather apps available and your alerts turned on, because like again, we'll take a look at this tomorrow morning and see if anything has changed. But be prepared, especially in the Great Plains, Mississippi Valley into the Ohio Valley. You guys are looking at some winds, hail, tornadic weather, all that in play tomorrow. So I'll give you a holler tomorrow morning. Have a good rest of your day.